President Donald Trump announced the ceasefire proposal within just the last half hour on Truth Social following a conversation with Pakistani leaders. President Trump says Iran would need to agree to a, quote, complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz. In exchange, the U.S. would suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for 2 weeks. The president also said in that post that the U.S. and Iran are close to reaching a long-term peace agreement. He says the 2-week ceasefire will allow for the agreement to be finalized. President Trump had previously given Iran a deadline of 7 p.m., if you'll remember, Texas time, to reopen the strait, threatening to attack key Iranian infrastructure, saying, quote, a civilization could die tonight. He said will die, in fact, but it looks like they've tentatively agreed to a ceasefire, just a proposal at this point. Even with this latest development, members of the Iranian community here in Houston are watching closely, hoping for change in Iran, but worried about what's coming next. KPRC 2 News reporter Rowan Balogan shares how one woman supports the effort, but now not how the president has been talking about it.
Nushin clinges to her phone, waiting for any update from her family in Iran. With a digital blackout in place, she says she hears from them maybe once every 2 weeks.
So they get internet for just a few seconds, that they send a quick text that they're okay.
As President Donald Trump warns of serious consequences if Iran fails to meet his demands, including reopening the Strait of Hormuz, some Iranian-Americans in the Houston area say this moment feels different.
This regime has never been so close to collapsing, and their days are by numbers, by hours, actually.
We're not using Nushin's last name due to concerns for her relatives still living in Iran. She says while her family wants to see the current Iranian regime come to an end, they also worry about the human cost, especially after the president posted a whole civilization will die tonight.
What are your thoughts when you saw or heard about the president's post today?
You know, words carry power, and I don't think President Trump means that. He's a man of peace, and he's been a man of his word. I don't think he means that when he says that.
As uncertainty grows over what happens next, Nushin says her family is holding on to hope.
We are very hopeful because we've never been this close. So thanks to President Trump, thanks to our troops, and the sacrifices that they've made, our troops, their families, it won't be in vain if the regime is fully dismantled and gone.
In Katy, I'm Roman Balogan, KPRC 2 News.